Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball next on the show. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He's got his slugging percentage up over 650 coming into this one, so he's a huge threat offensively. Watch for him to drive the ball with authority if he gets something good to hit.
Carlos Martinez gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Jose Peraza will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Come on, guys.
Sam Thorman stands in as he looks at a called strike. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does, but defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Kyle Waldrop set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded.
He's out.
Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1 after 1 No score. Brian Rivers will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Out in front of it, strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mata waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting six.
Craig Crenshaw will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Mata on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will get there with the first hit of the ball game, a one-out double.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
He's set. Here it comes. Ramon Cabrera is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Juan Gonzalez will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Darren James digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go. Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Pulled toward right center field. Crenshaw over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ballgame. Carlos Martinez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Carlos Martinez.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Jose Peraza will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
I got one
Down
ball,
and
one
away,
strike.
ball one.
Hey, come on now.
No
I got
offer
2
on
on the
that
count.
one. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2
I got
now.
to count 2-2.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower.
Inside.
Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
1-0 pitch on the way. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Joey Votto is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's in there for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a liner. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Hey, we got no one.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
This is flared right back over the mound. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Brian Rivers is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Way outside. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there.
I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 3-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Craig Crenshaw. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. The second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. The pitcher, Darren James, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Ramon Cabrera comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, we got no out.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Nope,
and he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Standing in now, Juan Gonzalez, as he'll take a look at ball one.
You go right now, fellas, right now.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. That's by him for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, this is the 2nd time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Carlos Martinez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
2 out, nobody on.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Both teams battle. Jose Peraza will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Nope. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, we got no one here.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder
Sam Foreman stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hit hard back up the middle. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2. So striding in, Kyle Waldrop, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1.
No, that's
and
down.
Low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, we got 2 down, fellas.
Drilled down the line. And this will be a base hit, so he gets the job done for sure as the Reds have come back to tie up the ball game. Brian Rivers steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
The 0-1 delivery. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Knuckleball, and this runs inside. He's got to back out of the way. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And another foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. On the ground near home. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning. Craig Crenshaw steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Craig Crenshaw.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, play it first.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And this rain is intensifying now. This is as hard as it's come down all night.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And, you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, let's go right here.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Up
2
high.
balls,
2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now.
Comes his last inning out there.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Juan Gonzalez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
No ball.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And that's through for a hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Adam Warren will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tommy LaStella will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well.